Hello and welcome to Tales from North Carolina with your host, Fleshface. I want to talk about the SAG-AFTRA strike today. There's a lot going on. Hollywood, everything's on hold. The writers went on strike, and then the actors went on strike, and then I believe the bowlers went on strike. Yes, what a pun. You didn't see that coming, did you? Much like the bowling ball pins. They were like, what's that coming towards us? Is that Reggie? It was not Reggie. It was a bowling ball, and they all got knocked over. To be honest, when you think about life as a bowling ball pin, it's not great. Not a fun time. Just constantly getting hit by a large ball, and you fly around, and then someone picks you up and puts you right back where you were. But, regardless, I hate bowling. Look, it's a fun joke, but who would actually bowl for fun? Like, if you could make it's like the weirdest, it's the least athletic sport since cornhole, okay? So don't play bowling for fun. Put the bumpers up, have a good time. Serious bowling is weird. It is. It's weird to be serious bowling. All right, what's today's sponsor? Let me take a look. AMF Bowling Lanes. Well, they're probably not going to sponsor us anymore, are they? Should we edit that out, or we're just going to leave it? Okay. All right, let's just leave it. Anyway, so the strike is happening. Let's see. What is going on? They wanted to use AI, artificial intelligence, to, wow, that's... Okay, so they're going to copy they're going to use artificial intelligence to copy people's face, their visage, if you will, and then use it in movies for the rest of the time. That is, wow. That's not okay. That's really not okay. I'm not a fan, and I don't like it. They're going to give them a small payment of a couple $1,000, and that's it. We own your face now. They thought they were going to get away with that. Yes. They thought this was fine. They said, yes, let's do it. Let's stake their face. What are they like? What's the guy with the chainsaw? Texas Chainsaw Man? Yes. What are they like? Texas Chainsaw Man? They take the face and they wear it? Seems a bit unreasonable. Either way, if there's murder, so is Texas Chainsaw Man face wearing. Well, then again, I guess he was a murderer, wasn't he? That was his whole thing. He murdered and he wore skin, I guess. I don't know. I've never seen it. No, it's a bit much for me. I think they could have done... If they did it now, they'd probably give him a redemption arc where, like, he gets into making wood stump sculptures of, like, beavers and other woodland creatures. That's probably what they do with him now. Oh, they give him and he'd be played by John Hamm. Yeah, so he takes his face off and it's just gorgeous John Hamm staring at you. Not unlike myself. I can play that role. Someone in Hollywood... Oh, wait, you can't make anything right now because you're on strike. That's right, never mind. All right, so forget that. Where was I? Yes, I forgot where I was. Okay, so... What's going... So they were going to take people's faces, and that's all I have going for me. That's my one distinct feature, is that I have a face and a head. I mean, like, it could be anyone's skeleton. I guess they could put my head on, like, Batista's body. That'd be kind of nice. You know, then it'd be like, oh, look who showed up. It's handsome John Batista. John Ham Batista. Hamtista. Ooh, I could be Hamtista. Yes. Hamtista. I walk alone, down, 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 down. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. Yes. Oh, but no, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad for everyone who has, you know, a face and a body, or most of a body. Look, there's a lot of paraplegics, not paraplegics, but those missing arms that work as stuntmen in Hollywood. Good for them. Turn your disability into a different ability. I don't know how to make differently abled into a thing. So like different ability. Like an X-Man, but you're missing an arm instead of having a metal skeleton. I guess if you had a metal skeleton, you probably wouldn't lose an arm, would you? Wolverine's weird. Really. Like, he can get stabby, but then they fight a magnet man. Like, that's their main guy. It's a magnet man, and he's made of metal. It's not really useful, is it? Wouldn't they know where the X... Wouldn't Magneto always know where the X-Men are? Can't he smell metal? Can't he just be like, oh, Wolverine's over there, brooding his brains out? I don't even know what they're talking about. All right. Oh, wait. Yes. Okay. So that's one thing. And then another thing for the SAG-AFTRA strike is the SAG-AFTRA strike. I'm going to call it now because that I don't. And look, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, so I'm just going to say it the way that I say it. So the SAG-AFTRA. Another thing is that people want residuals. The writers especially. The writers. Yeah, I think writers deserve residuals. Writing's hard. Writing's like I remember I had to do a project in high school. And I decided to do it on the Gila monster. And, well, we had to do... Yes, I understand. Let me explain. Okay, so we had to pick an earth creature. And I thought, I like the Gila monster. He's very evil. Not low-key evil. And he's poisonous. I thought we could be friends. It turns out that lizards on Earth are quite dumb. Big lizard brain and all that. So, but I liked him. I still want one. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to have them because they're poisonous. And, they're venomous and all that. And I always forget which is poisonous and which is venomous. Venomous, I believe, is Tom Hardy. And poisonous, I believe, is a hip-hop song. But a real banger. Right, so yes, writing's hard. And I had to do a 10-page report. And that took me, like, several weeks. So to write something like... I'm trying to think of a movie that actually had a good script recently. I guess Oppenheimer? I haven't seen it. Neither did the guy who I paid to go see it. So really, I have no idea if Oppenheimer's even good. And I'm trying to... Godfather. You should get residuals for writing Godfather, right? Like, that's really good. Mario Puzo. He took out all the weird bits in the book. No, really. Literally weird bits. Let's just say some people's bits were weird, and that's actually a plot point in the book. I'll leave it at that. What a stupid book. Anyway, yeah, so, like, I get that. I'm all for that. The writers deserve it. And then, it's a lot of people working on the film. Like, not everyone should get residuals. Like, I don't think a carpenter should get residuals, right? I think the carpenter should get paid more. I think they're doing, like, especially now, they're barely building sets. So it's a very... back in the 70s, everyone was building sets, giant sets. What's this? I don't know. It's a Star Cruiser. Just put a man in a helmet in front of it. That was that, And then miniatures. No one builds miniatures except for nerds. Build 40K models. Me, I'm a Necron guy. Just point that out. All about I like the style. I'm a skeleton man, half between death, half between life, and I thought, yes, I like these guys. They're half between death, half between life. Big gun. But, right. All right, back to the strike. Yes. So, Stephen Amell, TV's Arrow, and he also played Casey Jones, and he's also in a very good show, Heels, which I have yet to watch. I know, giant wrestling fan, but I'm not paying stars for what I'll get the free trial and binge it when the show's done. Then I will watch Heels. I don't watch shows that are more than a season in, because if they cancel them, then I'm left wasting time. Like, I'm going to finally get on Deadwood because they actually finished that. Yes. Westworld. Watched 4 seasons of that. Here's my rating for Westworld. Season 1, amazing. Season 2, not very good. Season 3, very bad. Season 4, a little bit better. Season 5, who knows? They're never going to make it. It's a tax write-off now, so We can't tell. Well, so I should have just watched season 1, and that's my advice for Westworld. Just watch the first season, and then stop. But you can't even watch it anymore. They pulled it off HBO Max there, or is that just Max? Like Goofy's son. It is confusing because it's not Disney. But anyway. Right, yeah, so, I think carpenters should get paid more. I think everyone should get paid more, if they're doing a good job. If they're doing a bad job, don't pay them as much. I think it's horrible that, like, people work on Saturday have to work 60-hour weeks, and they get nothing for it. Nothing. Nothing at all. Hey, thanks for pulling our butt out of the fire again. Here you go, Fleshface. What is this? $5 gift card to Chick-fil-A? No, that's no good for me. I want something more. Give me more. I worked 60 hours. I was sweating, and I don't even sweat. I'm bones. It's 100 degrees outside. How can you not give me more? But there we are. That might be a little personal. Actually, not that but we're going to leave it in. It's raw. It's uncooked. It's uncensored. WWE reference number 2. Look, it's just it's crazy. Like, I don't think that you should make money at the expense of other people. Like, if you are running a company, yes, you should probably get paid more than the guy working the cashier. Well, he has to deal with an angry customer every now and then. Well, the guy running the company has got to deal with thousands of angry stockholders. So, yes, I get that. But you're going to find illegal ways to screw over the people who are doing the job. No, not great. Not a good look for anybody. Well, mostly you. So now the actors and the writers are on strike, and they're running around, and they're holding signs, and they're making up chants, and glad the writers are there, because actors not really great with the human language. Let's be honest, most actors are kind of like when they're in their normal thing. That's why, like, when they go on Jimmy Fallon, they have to, like, practice. Otherwise, they'll just come out and say something like, let me tell you something, Jimmy. Black people. And then it gets worse from there. So, like, that's not me saying that. That's me, like, saying, like, I don't know, Jennifer Lawrence or something would come out and start insulting black people. I can see her do it. I can see that. It looks pretty racist. But I think that maybe, just maybe, the SAG-AFTRA strike is it's good. It's good because I think it's going to, hopefully it helps out the little guy. There's a few people on the picket line that should maybe never speak again. Speaking of stupid people who are actors who shouldn't talk. Rachel Ziegler, 22 years old, literal millionaire, complaining because she had to wear a dress for 18 hours. Yeah, you know what? If I was in a multi-million-dollar movie, I'd wear a dress for 19 hours a day. If I had to, I would sleep in the dress if they made me. Because it's for, like, what, a couple of weeks, a couple of months? For your politically correct version of Snow White. But they didn't go back to the fairy tale, did they? No. Where's Rose Red? Huh? No one knows about Rose Red. Where's my Rose Red? Bring her back. It's time for Rose Red to come to the forefront and be all cool and rosy and red. I don't know what she does. I've never read the fairy tale. I'm just very upset about one thing about a fairy tale that I care nothing about. But, like, if you're going to remake your own movie, maybe stick a little closer to the movie. I'm not saying that Rachel Ziegler couldn't play the role, but maybe don't hire Gal Gadot and say, oh yes, she's prettier than Gal Gadot. What is she, like 9 feet tall, an old woman? Yeah. Wait, who did they hire before? Charlize Theron? Stop hiring hot ladies and then getting less hot ladies to be the prettier version. We've nothing against Kay Stu. I'm a fan. All right, I really like her in American Ultra. She's great, big fan. But is she prettier than Charlize Theron? I mean, I'd rather date her, But that's because she looks like she's very sad, and I'm attracted to that. Stop laughing! It's not funny. I like Case 2. I prefer Case 2 to Charlize Theron, but most audiences will not. No, man, she rocked that sleeveless shirt in American Ultra. Flannel. All about that Case 2 and the flannel. What do you mean I should look into her wearing the flannel? What's that about? 1 second, let me Google this. Kristen Stewart. Flannel. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're implying something about her, who she's attracted to based on her article of clothing. I guess that checks out. Mick Foley likes a lot of flannel and he's married to a woman. Yeah, I don't understand how his daughter's that good looking either. No, he's an ugly man. Very ugly man. Yes. So, I think the strike is a good thing. Stephen Amell was talked to, which worries me a little bit, very Mafia-esque. He said that he doesn't like striking, he thinks it's archaic or something. And then he talked to the upper management, now he's on the picket line. And everyone will forget in about a week. They're very mad at Stephen Amell right now, but they'll forget. And then they'll go watch Heel season 5 or 6 or whatever it's on now. And I still want to watch it. I heard it's a great show, but yeah. So I forgot what I was saying. Where was I? Yes. Okay. So Rachel Zegler should probably never talk again, ever outside unless she's given cue cards. And even then, maybe make sure she's reading the cue cards or pre-record it, because she has said some stupid things, like complaining that you have to wear a dress. There's people on oil rigs. Should they get residuals every time someone pumps gas? No. I don't think that's the deal you signed. I'm all for like more for costume designers and makeup artists. Hello, Phoenix, and all the people who work hard behind the scenes. I want them to make more money, and I want the actors who are struggling to make more money. Those who are on day pay, that makes sense to me. But like, if you're getting a back end deal, or a backside deal, or a back hole deal, is that what they're called? If you're making $60 million because the movie made $200 billion, then maybe shut up. And maybe just go and support the people who aren't making as much money. You know, that's the more important thing to do. Instead, you're just very upset because, you know, I wore a dress. So, like, that's not a great look for them, so they should probably keep her away from everyone. In fact, they should just ask her to stay home. Just sit this one out, Rachel. You're 22. You're a moron. Look, Albert Einstein, 22, also moron. Look, everyone at 22 was a moron, okay? You have no life experience except being rich and famous and a narcissist. But, let's interview Lizzo. What's she going to say? Oh, I'm the new standard of beauty. That's the thing she said. And then she said she spoke for all overweight girls. That's not an elected position. That's not your job. You're just a lady who plays the flute. So maybe, calm down a little bit. You narcissist. I think that's part of the problem. There's a lot of narcissists on the picket line. Last strike was what, 2007? 30 Rock was on the air still, so they had to cut the season short. I think it was 2007, that sounds about right. So after doing the math in my head, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because they didn't want to give the writers residuals again. Look, there would be no movie without the writers, and there'd be no movie without the actors, and there'd be no movie without the carpenters and the makeup artists and the special effects people, especially at Marvel. That's the best part of this. The Marvel people, they unionized. They said, you know what? We're tired of being made fun of because you gave me 5 minutes to work on Thor, Love and Thunder. Or what is that one? Doctor Strange, Universe of Sadness. They should have called that Doctor Strange Multiverse of Simpness. Every universe, Doctor Strange he can't get any from, what's her name, Rachel? Is it Rachel? Was it Monica? I can't remember. It's one of the, was it Phoebe? It was one of the Friends girls' names, I think. Rachel. Yeah, then they went back and reshot all the stuff that an auteur, like Sam Raimi. Yeah, he never made a successful superhero movie before. He doesn't know anything about the genre. No, they went and reshot it. Marvel's terrible. I can't stand Marvel at all. It's bad now. Endgame should have ended it. Should have just been done. Endgame ended. Take a walk for a couple of years. Come back. New actors, new Tony Stark. You know, all that. They didn't want to do that. They had to keep the pipe flowing. You know, just keep the content going. Doesn't matter if it makes sense. Falcon can't get a loan from the bank. I mean, he could probably just say to them, why don't I just sponsor your bank and you give her the loan and I'll do it for free and we'll consider that payment. That would make sense. He's a literal Avenger. Oh, wait, he wasn't Captain America yet. I didn't realize that it should have been Credit America. Oh, yeah, you became Captain America. Your FICO score went up by 200 points. Congratulations, here's your black card. Oh, I see. They were, actually, now that I think about it, they were making a point about the black card, weren't they? Yes. That's a whole thing. SAG. I don't like saying SAG or WAG. It sounds too close to another word. Bag. I don't like the word bag. It's not really my bag. You know. I'm trying to think out what else. You know, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, and I'm definitely on the actor's side and the writer's side, and you know, the actors who. But then again, you know, you read some things. Well, I had to sell my house because of the strike. Well, that kind of sounds like you didn't plan well financially. Like maybe you should have bought a cheaper house. But then again, you live in California, so that might not even be possible. Like a 900 square foot, 2-bedroom, 1-bath would be like $600 billion. Because the school is a 3. You know, all those sorts of things. You ever looked at Concord, California? My God. Yeah, sometimes I look around for stuff up here, keeping up in Concord, California, and I'll tell you right now, not cheap. I can't find anything under 500,000. I don't think that's a good area. I think you get shot going outside. It's crazy. Yes. But so that's my thoughts. I really think that. Look, I'll put it this way: if you have to use someone else to get your money, and what you do hurts them in the long run. Okay, I'll put it this way: if to make your money you have to diminish someone else's money, you're not a very good businessman. You're probably very bad at your job if you have to take other people's pay to pay for your pay. A lot of companies with multi-million-dollar CEOs pay their employees well. Look at Costco. That guy takes less than $1 million a year because he's like $700,000 a year. That's enough. Let me pay my employees $17 an hour, and that's really nice. That's a very good, you know. And I've never seen anyone angry to work at Costco. That place is great. You're like, man, I'm gonna buy oh my God, Seiko's for under $200. Yeah, that's real. That exists at Costco. It's a magical place where everyone's happy and the TVs are cheap. I should buy a new TV before I watch Heels, probably. That would be nice. But, yes. Look, it's a whole thing. I support the strikers. I think some of them should probably stop talking. I wasn't burping, that was my bones crunching, if you heard that. And, yeah, I think it's about time that, yes, it's about time that, you know, we started paying better wages to those who are putting on. Now, there's some other things that, like, here's a few things. Actually, don't let Rachel Zegel talk. 1, 2, don't talk about how you turned to us the pandemic. That's narcissism again. Please don't do that. That's an insane thing to say. People already had Netflix subscriptions. They didn't go out and get one because there was a pandemic on, alright? They were already watching subpar seasons of The Witcher before. Yeah. Yes. So, please don't think that you're the reason we got through the pandemic. It probably helped a lot of people, but you weren't saving lives, okay? Alright, no one was watching What We Do in the Shadows and like, you know what? I want to live. Great show, hilarious, but I don't think it saved any lives, you know? Maybe it did, I don't know, but I don't think it's. Please stop acting like you got to. That's just. It's a bad look. Try to be humble for once. Oh, and also, don't complain that award season has been cancelled. No one cares. It does not matter. You're giving prizes to yourselves. So maybe don't do that. Maybe just say, it's fine. By the way, if I ever won an acting award, I would Stanley Cup it. Oh, man. What are there, 4 people in each category? Every 3 months it changed hands between the actors. They could keep it. For at least a year. For at least a year. Everyone will get it. I'd probably just do it forever because I think it'd be fun. But you can do whatever you want with the cup. As long as you disinfect it when you're done. Because actors are gross. I think athletes are gross where they're already gross. Where they're playing their sport. So, really, actors are like secret gross. And they're all into creepy stuff. Regardless, I support the actors. Makes me feel a little dirty to say that, but I support the actors and the actresses and the writers and the writresses. I support all of them. So, you know, don't be evil. Just be like fun evil, like blow up a bridge with no one on it kind of evil. You know, don't blow up a bridge with people on it. That's real evil. You want to be fun evil. And speaking of which, as always, it's evil to be good, but it's good to be evil. Why does this button never work?